Why do I feel like this specific song is gonna get me a copyright claim by somebody claiming they did the music for the Thousand Year Door? And here we are. Hello, hello. So first of all, if this is your first time here, my name is Shiro. I'm a comic artist. What I usually do on these Sunday streams is avoid eye contact with the camera at all times. Discover I got some crap on my glasses. Talk a little bit about what I did and or happened artistically in the past week, and then we move on to watch me draw my weekly webcomic Bootleg cookie. I actually I actually do have some cool things that happened. The one that is the most obvious is that my goal has changed because we, and when I say we, I absolutely mean you guys, helped me fund my previous goal. Let me see if I can bring it into the camera without throwing 35 other things on the ground. I am now the proud owner of a box of Anime Colors Artex brand acrylic marker set. I am actually reading that upside down. And it's not easy. 60 saturated, let me see, there we go, 60 saturated colors. My hair is so long, I am reduced to having one of these in here, trying to get it out of my face. So let's take a little look-see inside. Wow. You have to be careful because the way the box is made, hold me that please, the way the box is made, they're a little loose, like they have no chance of falling out of the box unless I really do it on purpose, but they are a little loose. So pulling them out and putting them back in is a bit of an issue because they kind of fan in whichever direction. So I'm going to pull one out. That's what they look like. They're acrylic paint pens. And they have a sponge-like, will you focus? Hi Coco, they have a sponge-like brush nib. And they are surprisingly smooth. I was gonna say my camera will not focus on me anymore. I don't blame them. And I am struggling to put it back. Oh, I almost forgot. When they arrived, they all arrived like this, as in they arrive as markers, and you have a separate sheet to put the numbers on them. And the entire time I was sticking these teeny tiny unfocusing numbers on the end, I was thinking of Adam from Doodle Date, who's colorblind, and he absolutely hates when you don't put the name of the color on the marker. And these are literally only numbers. Like, even I have another sheet which I assume is for a different type of markers or something. Or maybe for the body. Or the cat, I don't know. Which has a lot more room on it. But still they chose to keep it only the number. So all the colors only have numbers. And I am thinking about Doodle Date and how pissed off that would make him. I don't remember. I've watched a lot of episodes, but I don't remember if they actually tested Artex markers. I know they tested a lot of Crayolas recently. There, the fan in the Mac is going up, so I shut down a couple things, and if that doesn't work, I'll simply force the fan down a little more. I genuinely don't know what's causing it to do that. But I'm not done, because of course I got new markers. Which means that I made a drawing to test said markers. I posted it yesterday on my socials. If anybody didn't notice, like, if you have to follow me on multiple socials, because, well, I didn't shut down my Twitter account. I do not use it. I don't post on it, I should say. Damn, joking aside, it is getting hot in here. So I'm just going to take a layer off, and there's something under it, so don't complain, Twitch. And when I come back, like I got my fan on and everything, when I come back I'm going to show you guys what I drew. It's just that I don't feel like doing some wrestling on camera. Woo. Yeah, level 2 on that fan is a little loud. So, as I was saying, and I threw it on the floor. I didn't rip it. Good. So, here you go. As I was saying to a couple of my friends, wow, the color balance is struggling on my camera. She's pretty big. Hey, the color balance really is struggling. Wow, she has presence. This is a 9x12. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the color balance. And I'm going from blue to orange to blue to orange. She's basically doing an ARG on her own. This is Julie Joyful from the Welcome Home project. It's basically a horror ARG website. It updates very slowly, but you gotta give them a chance. They're a very, very small team. Started with just one guy. And she's basically the puppet that teaches you about games and joy and fun. And I'm gonna put it back because my camera is going absolutely nuts. First time it does that. That's pretty interesting. Usually I got like these teeny tiny pieces. It's been a while since I drew an actual big piece. And I actually drew a frame around her. So I would actually center her in the paper for the first time in my entire life. And I really like how she came out. She was drawn on the orange Canson Comté paper. Which, if you guys remember, that was a goal like months ago. Which I am still... Oh, my fan is going... The heat is going back down, I think. Yeah, it's going back down. Slowly but surely. I think it was feeling bad because I was wearing a hoodie. And... like... If you guys go to look on my socials or Divine Art or something like that, the colors came out like beautifully. They dry matte, and somehow, despite being an acrylic formulation, I could use a line art pen. Not this one, but a bit like this one. Let me see that. Yeah, a bit like this one. To do the line art, and I could overlap a little bit, and it didn't slip and slide like one would usually expect from this type of paint marker. So that's nice. I made sure to tag... Oh yeah, that's better for the temperature. I made sure to tag the people responsible. So now we are going to scoot that... I said we're going to scoot that way up here and try not to full screen it. Because I'm bad for that. Gonna refresh this. If you hear weird noises, I'm playing in my Habitica right now, making sure I'm on I'm on the ball. I'm on top of my shit. Okay, Superino. Now let's move all this. Whoops. I gotta close this first. That is because I have a Clip Studio version of the Stuart Semple's Free Tone collection, and I added a couple colors he added since then, and he released a new one today. So if you go to culturehustle.com, not sponsored, you can go and see what color he released at the time of recording this live stream. And what I believe I'm going to do is, because his collection is free, I'm going to release the Clip Studio version for free, and I'm going to keep it updated as best I can. I did ask him to host the Clip Studio version on Culture Hustle, but then he got busy, and I'm pretty sure he forgot. So I'm going to make it available for you guys. What is the Free Tone collection? Is basically the Pantone collection, made digital. There we go. Because I was debating, but I figure if I do it for free, it's fine. Give me a second, guys. There we go. My palette just kind of... No. There we go. Now we're just gonna boot up the tabmate. Now ever since the latest Wacom update, things have been stopping a little bit while I work. It doesn't outright prevent me from working, it's just if I suddenly freeze and I don't move, y'all just gotta wait a little bit for it to resettle. And I am choking on my water. That's gonna be a first. Choking to death on YouTube and Twitch. Pay-per-view. Subscribe to my only choke. Subscribe to my only drown, I should say. Like and subscribe to my only drown. I can't drink water. Oh, that's gotta be a kink. You know it's gotta be a kink somewhere. There's gonna be a lot of copy-paste with what I have in mind for today's comic. I also don't, expect... Like, Coco's here, that's nice. Thank you, Coco. I really appreciate it. I don't expect a lot of people in general, but I expect even less people today because it is Easter today, and I have Cadbury cream eggs. I have a bag of Cadbury cream eggs, and I have a Kinder Surprise up to here. I'm in Canada. I am allowed to have Kinder Surprise. And I have 2 boxes of 3, and they're Barbie themed. And I was hoping for the little pilot, and I got her on the second egg. So I'm looking forward to the other eggs, hoping I'm not getting any repeats because they're very cute little Barbies. The first one being a road worker Barbie, so that's nice. I've had this, cheap $200. I think originally it was supposed to be $500, but I got it on sale. But I'm glad I got it on sale because it's clearly a $200 chair and not a $500 chair. And it's a gamer chair. Yeah, I'm just sitting here in PJs with my Link Gold Chocolate Bunny. As you should. Like, it's a very small chair. I fit perfectly in it. It's a very small chair. Definitely made for kids or skinny teenagers. The massager is not broken, it's just I don't really need a massage on my kidneys except if it's that time of the month. So I never use a massager. But where I really actually need a massage is on my shoulder blades. That's the piece that I tear every time I work too long. I'm gonna make her really round. She looks really round. She's half fat, half fluff. Right now she badly needs a haircut, but we won't give her a haircut because it's still cold. And yeah, I'll still draw myself with a dollop of toothpaste on top of my head because ideally I would always be like that. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support, you know? Like right now is one of those months where I don't get a lot of income. So every little bit you guys do helps so much. It's ridiculous how much you guys help. You guys have no idea. Especially in these uncertain artificial intelligence times. Every little bit helps. Sharing helps. Sharing helps so much. Oops. I slipped. Like she does this, what I'm drawing right now. She does this every time. She does not stay for cuddles or anything. No thank you, just... She gets her cheese and she goes. I tried playing a bit of Trials of Mana. I was struggling at like the third boss. And I was like, you know what? I don't have to do this. So I switched to Super Mario RPG HD. I am trying to get the Star Egg, but I don't have the patience. Like you have to win the game 100 times, and I think in the HD version they don't set you back 2 steps if you lose a game of look the other way. I'm almost scared to take another sip of water. In case I might choke to death again. Seriously, isn't it like the my stylus stops here and there once in a while, but also since the most recent Streamlabs update, that also acts up on the fan. Sent you a photo of the bunny. I'll look at it real soon. I just don't want to miss when that's going to reach the final The final countdown. Alright, let's go see. Yay! It's nice and round and chubby, just like me. See, that didn't choke on that one. I am a professional. Bunny is now beheaded. Had to get a trophy photo. So if there are any Twitch or YouTube mod watching, Coco beheaded a chocolate bunny. We have to clarify lest we talk. Let me check something. There we go. Exactly. I forgot the brand for a second. Because you have to clarify everything lest we talk about a Terry's chocolate orange and then get labeled a terrorist. Because that's what they're doing now. You guys can still hear the music over the fan that I got going on. Alright, now we're going to color. Like, I wish. Yes, folks, it was a chocolate bunny. I didn't just bite off a live rabbit's head raw like a circus geek. Honestly, that sounds like an OnlyFans tears. There are a lot of weird kinks out there. I wish whenever I made. Like, I don't even know if there's a way to program it. That whenever I make a new text layer, the layer is automatically colored white. And not by auto action, just literally you tap to write text and automatically that layer is white. Or the color of your choice. Because like that it's easier for me to find when I need to hide them to color behind it. You know, with me behind you, stream avatars, it kind of looks like you have a little red bow on your head. That's how big and fluffy she is right now. It's just easier to draw her as a barrel. You know who I want to meet? The people that told tech bros that art was inaccessible. Like, I struggle a lot to imagine, like, gangs of artists roaming around, terrorizing people into not drawing. Because you know damn well that's just an excuse to not pay somebody to do your, Because therein lies the key word. Not pay somebody. Because these AI image generating softwares cost something. Like, you pay a license to use them. And if anybody wonders, like, if I'm Canadian, what am I doing drawing souls on my feet when I'm inside? They're called slippers. They're supposed to be used inside. Of course, the minute she has her cheese, I can go right to hell. You have served your purpose, peasant. Sometimes my vector lines do that weird little thing. Whenever I erase next to it, it's going to leave some dots that I have to move around if I want to erase them. I'm in the middle of inks and I realize I forgot to pencil again. Oh well. She looks like a tiny little sheepdog. Well, that is what she looks like right now. She, like, all she needs is the gray butt at this point. She's nothing but hair. Oh, that's why. This is gonna work way better on the correct layer. Here's the thing. I keep forgetting to update the basic settings for Bootleg Cookie. The settings are baked into the file, but I do my layers slightly differently now, and I keep forgetting to put my black layer in blue, so I don't mix up my ink layer with my black layer. But I keep forgetting to update those in the Bootleg Cookie file. Like she's so big you can't see her harness in her hair anymore. But some of it is definitely fat. Can't blame everything on her hair. That's the thing, I don't treat her often. She used to come downstairs for cheese every morning, but she lost her appetite for that because Dad makes her a full breakfast, a full lunch, and a full dinner. But it's especially the full breakfast. Like she's full up. Like the only time she actually feels like getting a little bit of cheese downstairs is if I'm up early enough that Dad didn't have time to stuff her like a goose yet. Like, not just that. He has her have a meal, like, in between 3:34, and then at around 5 or 6, he tries to call her in for supper, and she's not moving. Of course not, she's full. So this summer I'm gonna bring her back to a much smaller diet again. For her health, and she'll actually once again look forward to meals. Because she's not very enthusiastic for anything right now. Not as much as she used to. Looking at my email right now, Amazon is suggesting some body pillows for me. And I am thinking about it because, once again, let us remind the populace I am 42 years old, as if the face wasn't enough of a hint. Everything I own has been labeled ergonomic. Like the chair, my computer chair right now, is also a gamer chair, but it has been labeled ergonomic. I do have an extra cushion, like, right where my spine curves, making it very, very comfortable. This chair that I'm drawing right now is also labeled a gamer chair. Like I said earlier, this is clearly like almost a toy chair for children or really skinny teenagers, but it's like perfect for my height. And it's still pretty solid. Like, the foam in the arms has flattened where I hoist myself up to sit in the back of the chair. Are they trying to make pate? Because nothing good comes from stuffing a pet like a goose. Well, honestly, that's what I keep saying to Mom. Because if we dare criticize Dad, oh my god, he is not okay with that. Like, I love Lily too, but... And I get that as a dog she's very food motivated, but at the same time, like, ease up. Like, it's not fun to have candy anymore if all you have is candy, is what I'm trying to pass as a message. And that's from somebody who has a literal stash of candy on their coffee table. You know, speaking of food, we have yet to get around to making that quesadilla. We should get around to that. Little line art cleanup while I'm here. On the correct layer, tried to work on the correct layer. At least Potat was motivated by healthy food. It's hard to overeat cauliflower. I wish we could motivate Mom to eat more greens. Because honestly, I swear to God, they're both turning into the kind of old people that insist that they're right the whole time because they earned it, because they're old. Oh, we got some string. And honestly, I don't know how else to explain it. Without sounding like full of myself. I'm not saying I'm right all the time either. Just acknowledge when I am right. this is literally for the health of Lily. At least that also takes her out to take some walks. Because once again, guess who doesn't want to go take walks? Mom is the type, I know I should be doing this for my stupid little health, but I'm not gonna. I'll be honest, I hate going on a treadmill. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I still do it. I think so far I skipped it once because on Wednesday I woke up dizzy and I went to bed slightly less dizzy. That's how it happened. But I was right back on it. And to any of you that have ADHD know how hard it is for us to stay on some sort of schedule, especially for something we don't like doing. Because usually once we skip a day, that's done. That's gone and forgotten. But I need to do some sort of exercise. I mean, look at me. I ain't getting any younger, but I still need some mobility, and I'm a comic artist, which means I sit down a lot. So I kind of have to counterbalance, you know? For my stupid little health. It's not much, but it's already dead. Like, a while back, Mom asked for my Wii to plug it upstairs so she could use the Dance Dance games. Well, not necessarily Dance Dance, more like the other one there. The one that comes with a year. See how often I play these? But like I have a whole collection of them that I didn't ask for, but I have a whole collection of them. And like the Wii is too old for the TV. Like I had to buy like 3 different adapters just to get the screen to show up, but the sound, for some reason, the sound doesn't go through to the sound bar. Like I literally have a cable that goes from the Wii to the sound bar, because the HDMI cable from the Wii to the TV only transferred the image, so now we have a silent Wii, which is basically useless on the upstairs TV, because with no sound, how can you play a music game? Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. And you see, I know it's the Wacom because I'm using my mouse and it's moving no problem. And now the Wacom is back. And yeah, you're seeing that right on the screen, like right above the QR code. It says Miyazaki Holbein. I think I called it Giddy Has Been on Ko-fi. It's one of the palettes that I built. If you want to use Miyazaki colors, they're based off the colors used in the quote-unquote starter pack at the Ghibli Museum. Giggly Has Been, that's what I called it. I'm glad I'm halfway done because I'm looking at the fan right now. It's at its highest it's been and it's climbing up again. And yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about that because it bothers me. Because it didn't used to do that before. On the same computer. So I try to use grays whenever I have black items. If only to soften the piece a little more. Oh look, I have a belly button. And it's gone. It's just using like direct black all the time. Kind of cuts a little bit into the details and the focus. Because stark black kind of commands attention. As you will see once I change the shading down here to black. too dark. I'm gonna fill in the little space that I just saw there. Yeah, my floor is gray. It's directly on the cement. I don't have a real floor. No, looks like I won't have to. It's nice and even. We're almost done already. That's nice. And you're not happy with calling her a Christmas ham. Also, color a Christmas turkey. Right now she's an Easter ham. I also like to explain to her in detail how I'm going to cook her. And if she fits in Mom's blue crock pot. Mom hates that. That's exactly what I do it. Because that's the kind of people we are in this house. Great, now we just gotta do the washy walls and we'll be done for today. Ideally, I would have all my tools on the right side of the screen. But ideally, my tablet would also be touch screen enabled. Then I would use the touch options to tap my tools. But I do not have that. This is why I also happen to have a tour box. In my throne wish list. Alright, let's also suggest a rug or mat for that concrete. Yeah, eventually. Now, the reason I don't have any rugs or mats, like, there's a sponge mat, like, that sponge that you use in, like, daycare and stuff like that. There's a sponge mat in front of the bathroom, but that's about it. The reason there are no rugs or sponge or mats is because my dad does a lot of work in the basement also. Like, we share the space, and he walks back and forth where I have my TV and my chair to bring in wood and stuff like that, so he would quickly ruin the rugs. Lily's a perfect size for a roasting pan, and fat will make her juicy. If any mods are listening, we are joking. We are not cooking the Maltese. Just gonna put some white around the munches, and I believe we'll be good for today. Okay. Well, that was weird. Alright, one last check. Yeah. Yeah, we are good for today. And y'all know what that means. All two of you, according to my little watcher, camera. We're gonna give thanks to our supporters on Patreon, Ko-fi, and everywhere else. Extra special caramel drizzled, chocolate syrup, rainbow sprinkle, thanks to all our supporters: Amber B, Paul K, Miss Novice, Suri, Other Bad and Multiplayers, Blah 6, Winter the Kitten, Matthew H, and the part-time support booties, Super Dudette 808, and Rocket Mouse. Your continued support is immensely appreciated. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, next live stream is going to be on Sunday the 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time, I don't know you, I don't know your life. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I had fun drawing it. I'll see you guys next week. I love you all. And bye-bye.